Welcome to 2 Sports. Jack Pohl along with Joey DiBerardino here at Ohio Stadium, where this afternoon the Michigan Wolverines beat Ohio State in a battle of top 3 teams. The Buckeyes will not be playing in the Big Ten championship game next week. However, depending on how things fall, they still have a slight chance to make the college football playoffs, but no one's thinking about that right now. I don't think this is a game any of the Buckeye fans were expecting, and certainly nobody on the team.
No, not at all, and it was really the big plays we saw that killed Ohio State for Michigan. A handful of big yardage touchdowns, and they just rolled in the second half. Michigan went on a big win here in Columbus, defeating them for the first time since 2000. It's back-to-back wins now for the Wolverines.
That's right, and Joey, they are headed to the Big Ten championship game and an inside track to a spot in the college football playoffs. Let's take you through the highlights.
Yeah, the Buckeyes strike first in this one. Up against the goal line, C.J. Stroud hits Emeka Egbuka in the end zone for the opening score. Buckeyes up early 7-zip. Later in the first, Buckeyes defense stiffens, holds the Wolverines to just a field goal here to make it a 7-3 ball game. Then Michigan back on offense. J.J. McCarthy looking deep downfield. He's got his man. That's Cornelius Johnson shaking the defender, taking it all the way, 69 yards to the house. The big play ties this one up 10-10. Later in the second, Buckeyes can't find the end zone, so they tack on the 47-yard field goal from Noah Ruggles to retake the lead 13-10. But once again, Michigan answers with the huge play. This time McCarthy has a wide open Cornelius Johnson for his second score, this one for 75 yards. That touchdown gives the Wolverines a 17-13 advantage. Things getting a little chippy now as expected. Players having to get separated. But here come the Buckeyes. C.J. Stroud looking down the sideline. Marvin Harrison Jr. making the spectacular grab for 6. And OSU led 20-17 at the half. But the second half belonged to that team up north. And after another big passing TD, Wolverines knocking on the door again. McCarthy calling his own number, powering in for the score. Michigan now ahead 31-20 in the third. Then a rare miss here from Michigan kicker Jake Moody from 47 yards out. Buckeyes back in business. Ohio State trying to get the offense going. C.J. Stroud hits Egbuka for a big-time game, but they would have to settle for a field goal. And after another 75-yard touchdown from Michigan, Stroud in desperation pitching it, but this one picked off. Wolverines have it going the other way, and an 85-yard touchdown run following that would seal it for the Wolverines. They come into Columbus and stun Ohio State.
As you might imagine, it was a somber post-game for the Ohio State Buckeyes, as C.J. Stroud likely played his final game here at the Horseshoe, and he goes out with a loss to Michigan.
Everybody focuses on one little thing in one half. It's so many little things that played a part into us losing this game. And really, I blame it on myself. I got to do more, man. I got to make plays on 4th down. I got to just be better.
When you looked at the first half, physically, we were playing really well up front, especially on defense. I'm not sure how many yards they had, in the first half, running the ball. And then they had those 2 long plays. And then in the second half, it was more of the same, too many big plays.
And a tough loss. We'll see what Ohio State can do on from here. Michigan wins 45-23, and they're staying undefeated. Ohio State will have to bounce back. They have one more game left. We'll see what they can do here in the season.
All right, Ryan Day started so great, but now he finds himself 1-2 against Michigan, something he needs to turn around quick, or these Buckeye fans will be on him pretty hard. Next year's game in Ann Arbor, so that's not going to be easy. Ohio State falls to Michigan. For Joey DiBerardino, I'm Jack Pohl. Let's send it back to you.